Hello, guys. I don't know what to fucking do, and I'm having a right battlefield of the mind. I really, really, really want to go tonight, but I would like to actually just shoot out with Dean here with the kids. So I don't know what to do. I can just literally just go up there and before they all set off, have a bit of a skate around and then go and meet them at a couple of the points. But Shiloh really is a little bit tired. I've just asked the boys and just said, right, what do you want to do? Now, the other thing is what I could do is put the boys in the double buggy, put their lights around their buggy and go on the skate with the boys. But on a Thursday, they go to the skate park as well. So they go on their big skate round and then they go to the skate park. So Thursdays and Tuesdays really needs to be my night as Kelly. Do you know what I mean? But it's annoying because I want my boys to see this stuff. I want my children to always grow up knowing who mum is. When I first got into coaching, I think it was Tony Robbins' first wife was writing a book about the person behind the mum and whether our children should actually know who we really are as people, because obviously we're mum. And I think this is the big changeover that's going to happen, where we live in this world at the moment where dad goes to work, mum stays at home, children go to school, or mum has to work part-time, dad works, children go to school. So literally the process is usually dad goes off and then mum drops the kids off at school and then mum does all the housework and all of the bits and all of that. Obviously, if you're in a bit more of an elite situation, then elite is slightly a bit more different. But it was when I was at Explorer today and we were doing this home ed meeting and things, I'm dealing with people that put their children into school and it's like, but children go to school. And it's this mindset. And I'm still struggling because obviously if I take the boys out now, and I have been getting used to this, that when children are usually being put to bed, we go out to the beach. Tonight, I really want to do this for me, and I want to really get a babysitter. But the judge to take Aaron and Faith, his final decision was that I would hand my children off to meet my own needs. So it's like, hang on a minute. So basically, the judge is telling me that I can't have a career as the director of Step Up Britain because I've got to be a stay-at-home mum, and I can't have a social life because I've got to be at home with the kids when they're in bed, and I can't do anything for myself. And what I said on Downing Street is if mum's not right, the kids are not right. If mum's not happy, the family ain't happy. If mum's down, everybody's down. So if mum isn't being true to who she is, and mum might be a rookie. These are fucking epic. I don't know if you saw the video, but I really just want to go out and play tonight. Now, boys, final decision. We've got 5 minutes to make the decision what we're doing. Are we jumping in the car and going meeting up with Skate Crew, or are we settling down and chilling?
Settling down and chilling. Or someone babysit us.
Or someone babysits for you, so you guys don't want to go back out. Do you want to go and see all the lights, all the skaters, literally?
No, thank you.
No?
No.
Okay.
I want someone to babysit.
You want someone to babysit and mummy
A
go
girl.
out? You want a girl to babysit?
A big boy.
A big boy. What sort of babysitter would you have then if mummy went out to do things? Or say what if mummy goes and dances in the clubs and I'm actually thinking of doing this, like literally just going and dancing in clubs again. I know I'm 43 and my mum said to Dean when she first met him, she went, who wants to see a 42-year-old, 41 or no, he would have been, no, how old would Dean been when I got together?
Mum.
Shit, how old would Dean been? God, 7 years ago. I'm 43. Someone work out the maths. I'm 43, go back 7 years. 5, 6. I'm a homeschool ed mum. 2 seconds. Shut Elijah.
Yeah.
What is 43 minus 7? It's 40. 32.
46.
No, it can't be 46. That's plus.
46.
I've got to work it out in my head now how old Dean was. But when my mum met Dean, because obviously, as you know, Dean is a like old school break dancer. I mean, you're talking sort of like real old school. He was part of what's it called? Run? No, not Run DMC. Shit. What was Dean part of? With that pedo crazy legs. What's his name? Rocksteady crew. So Dean is one of the original Rocksteady crews, right? Yeah, so Dean is 77, I'm 78. So and my mum turned around to Dean when he talked about still wanting to do some of his dancing and stuff. She went, "Oh, thanks for that. 36, thanks, Lizzie." My brother is officially diagnosed with dyscalculus. I can remember the nines. Come on, I can do me nines times tables. I'll at least show you there is a little bit in me. Are you ready for this? Just the cheek for anybody who doesn't know. 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, 99, 108. By the time I got to bow hunt school, they used to keep the answers up on the wall, and I used to sit and chat with my mates, and when they were all marking theirs off, I'd go off and write the answers in. Not very good, because when you cheat yourself, you cheat yourself. You're not cheating anybody else, are you? But I have always struggled with maths, by the way. Hence why my children will be having a tutor for the one area that I really can't deal with, which is maths. They've already got an English tutor. Their dad actually is fucking epic when it comes to maths, but all he will keep telling you is the number is 0 and everything has 23, and that's all he keeps saying to you. Just everything is 23. Doesn't matter what you do, it all comes back to 23. So yeah, my mum turned around and said, "Who wants to watch a 40-year-old so dancer?" And it's like, actually, I think you'd all be quite impressed on what this 43-year-old could do. And the T-shirt that I really wanted to be wearing was Old Dog Learning New Tricks. Because obviously with the skating, I hadn't worn skates, obviously, since I was 11. And as I said to you, one of those things when you go into foster care or with having divorced parents is it becomes a bit more about all of them and less about the child. And when it comes to discipline, they think that they can hit you with what you love. With somebody like me, I just throw the fucking skates at you. If you keep threatening that I can't do this or I can't do that, I just won't do it. And that's my self-sabotaging thing. It's like my art, yeah? I never liked to be graded. So before they could do it, I'd rip it up. You know, my pictures didn't make it on the fridge. And I did this most epic, I think it was, I'm not even a fox. I think I drew a fox. And it was stolen from me. It was used. The school didn't even ask me for permission to put it into this thing. And it was all right and it was great. But they weren't willing to give me the credit for it. And they just put Mill Chase student. They didn't even write, Kellie Avis, which I would have been then. They wrote Mill Chase student. And it was like, you arseholes. So, and then I think with the teachers as well, it was all about whether you got an A for it or whether you got a B or a C or a D, E, F. And I think because I went from bow hunt being like what was considered a straight A student, and then by the time I got put back into Mill Chase, and the problem with Mill Chase is my mum kept using me as a weapon to the teachers. So she kept sort of like getting me to do things, like she gave me the book, and I can tell you exactly what it was called, Wicked Women, and I can even remember the passage that I read out as I was meant to be reading, and my teacher was really, really, really shocked. And I remember doing it. I remember sitting in English class. I remember the teacher in front of me. I remember having the original proper school book. And then I remember doing exactly what it was that my mum asked me to do. And that was read this passage as her tongue slipped into, as his tongue entered into her mouth. And the coffee tasting sludge and all this stuff. And obviously the teacher stopped me. So when the teacher then pulled me up and actually probably did to me what she probably did to my mum, I think that was what my mum was trying to prove the point. She then told me to tell her I am the child that brought disgrace to this school by being born. And that's what I told all the teachers. So whenever they gave me shit, that's what I would say. I am the child that brought disgrace to this school by being born. Because they all gave my mum so much shit for being 15 and knocked up. Dean's mum went through it too. She was 15. Away from that point, I think the decision is I'm not going to go tonight. Don't forget, the boys have seen the Portsmouth skate group since it started. You know, my boys have been watching everything. I mean, remember, I didn't have a car and I didn't even have a double buggy. And literally, I went down to the shed where I used to live, and there was a double buggy. So literally I had a double buggy, and then I went to a car boot, and it was like, oh, hang on a minute, these skates are a £5, and it was like I can't really even stand up in them. So it was a case of me putting my skates on, and where I used to live, so I'm up this side of Portsmouth and the sea's down there. It's not far. It would literally, if I walked it, probably take me 15-20 minutes to get down to the beach. Jump in a car, take me 3 or 4 minutes. So I decided, because I had to take the boys, and as you know, they were babies growing up, and so then you got baby bags, and then I was going down to the Lido, the splash park, so I was having to take their bag with their swimming stuff. And because I've got EDS, it was so fucking hard for me to do. And people don't realise, like, when you're trying to hold the buggy, and then you've got to do all this. So, like, I mean, imagine somebody like me. It's the same as shopping trolleys. I'm the same. I don't ever go left on a shopping trolley. And that's because my knees go out when I do it. So please remember, I'll have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It has me. And sometimes it fucking really pisses me off. So if I'm turning and my wrists are trying to yank it around, I pull my fingers. So literally, as you'll see, I pull my wrist out. I pull my shoulder, even my jaw goes, then I pull the other side, then I'm twisting my pelvis out. What you got to remember is EDS affects everything. This is all EDS. This is all my gums. Now some people will say, it's a sign that she's a witch. And the overcrowding, I was meant to have braces put on. So this is all part and parcel of EDS. My mum spent 50,000 to get her teeth done. And I have 50,000. Yeah, every bit of tissue. Even in here. One of the signs in here is blue sclerosis. I don't look so bad at the moment, but mine actually is. Faith is exactly the same. Hang on. Oh, I could probably do this better than you. I can, just for the benefit of some people. Hang on, I'll do it properly for you. I can turn my eyelids inside out. The only thing that they say, now vascular means we've got no earlobes, but you have blue sclerosis. Things like this, watch. So it affects our skin. These are all the bits that you don't get to see. Now, I have given birth to 6 children. I'm so sorry, women. You're going to really fucking hate me right now. Men, please put your penises away. 6 kids. No stretch marks, yeah? That is a sign of EDS, yeah? So I have no stretch marks. Doesn't mean that I don't get them, but I don't have stretch marks around my belly. But watch this. Look. Skin. That'll turn you off. Yes, darling. I don't know whether you can... Oh, see, this is the other thing. We were meant to go to the chip shop down at this thing. Right, staying in or staying out. If not, I'm going to get Deliveroo to drop some bits because I haven't even been to get the milk. McDonald's. What if we go to see the skaters and I drive to get you a McDonald's?
Mum, yeah, Mum, I see skaters inside hot dogs and buy hot dogs. Oh, can I get a toy?
If I get...
Toy.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
I lied to you. You really don't want to go out, do you? You do? Right, I'm going to see if I can convince my kids to go out quickly so we can go and do this. Hello, Debbie. Nice to see you. Probably better I don't say what I got to say here, but welcome. It's nice to see you. And I hope my dad's okay. I'm just shooting off, so I'll catch you in a bit. But Debbie, I hope my dad's all right.